storage in my cloud. So I have to start erasing, and I had to get a drive to do this. God knows how that happened, but it did. So, good morning. It's nice to see you. Namaste. This morning, I don't think there's anybody new, but in the event that there is, or in the event that somebody's watching this that has never taken a class with me, my name is Margie Hunter, and we will be doing and practicing Raj Yoga this morning. We will begin by centering, and when we center, what we're doing is bringing ourselves to the mat or to whatever it is you're sitting on. It doesn't have to be a mat, it can be a towel, just so long as you're not slipping and that it's fairly comfortable for your knees and maybe for your head. If you're on the floor, just have a little towel so that you can put your face on that. After that, we will be, I will be saying what some people call a prayer. I call it an intention because yoga is not a religion, it's a science. So I won't call it a prayer for that reason, but it's a very beautiful intention. I will be saying it in Sanskrit, and then I will be saying it in English so that you don't worry or have to wonder what it was I said. You'll know. And then after that, we will be doing some asanas, some postures. Most of our postures, if not all, are very gentle. Do them at your own pace. Honor your body. The body's different every day. So understand that maybe today the body may not be wanting to do some of the things. That's okay. Honor it. If at any time you feel any pain, please back out immediately but slowly. Discomfort's okay. Pain isn't. And so after the asanas, we'll be performing some pranayama, some breath work. In that breath work, I'll be working with you to teach you how to, teach you how to guide that energy, that prana. That's why it's called pranayama. To guide that energy through breath. It's very effective. It's very lovely, and it's very loving. So just go with it, flow with it. It's quite a nice experience. And then after that, we do something called Yoga Nidra. In Yoga Nidra, you will be lying on your back in Shavasana and corpse pose. And I will be guiding you. And this is a space that we will create, which is between asleep and awake. Yoga Nidra is yogic sleepless sleep. And it's a good space for healing. It's a good space for just being. Listen to my voice. If you fall asleep, don't worry. It's okay. That's what you needed. Your subconscious is still listening. It's a very lovely time for you to just be, for the body to heal, for the body to be relaxed. And after that, we'll be done. I will be saying an intention, closing with an intention in Sanskrit again. And what that says, because I won't be translating it, is that we are perfection, that only perfection can come from perfection. We are whole. Only wholeness can come from wholeness. If you have wholeness and you take wholeness out, only wholeness remains. If you have perfection and you take perfection out, only perfection remains. So that's the gist of what we say at the end. And then the class is over. So welcome. Again, let me say one more time. If you feel pain, please back out immediately. No pain, no gain does not apply in this class. Back out immediately, but back out slowly. Everything we do in this class is gentle and slow. Try to do everything as slowly and as mindfully. What do I mean by mindfully? Put your mind completely into it. Stay with whatever it is you're doing that brings you to the moment, to the present. And that's really good for the body and the mind. So that being said, please sit comfortably. Excuse me. As comfortably as you possibly can. Make sure your back is straight. Why the back straight? Because that way you can breathe effortlessly and spontaneously. The neck is straight and the head is straight. Close your eyes gently. As you're breathing in, raise your shoulders up. Take them back. And as you're breathing out, just gently drop them. Bring your palms in your lap. Right palm holding the left, and the thumbs gently touching each other. Gently close your eyes. Breathe in through your nose. And breathe out through the center of your lips. Take your time. Let the breath determine how fast the pace is. In through the nose and out through the center of the lips. Your body starts slowing down. When you breathe in through the nose and out through the lips, you're sending a signal that it's time to relax. And the body is recognizing it. Become aware of where you are. Be aware of the ground below you and how the ground below you feels. Be aware of what parts of the ground you're touching. Become aware of your environment, the temperature. Maybe if there's humidity in the air, be aware of that. How beautifully you can feel that moisture that's in the air. Become aware of the taste in your mouth, if you have a taste. You may find that you don't. But if you do, become aware of where that taste is coming from in the mouth. It's not coming from inside the cheeks. It's not coming from the gums. It's coming from the tongue. Where on the tongue? Be aware that it's coming from the tongue, but the whole body, the mind, sometimes even the heart enjoys that which we're tasting. Become aware of any scent in the air. Maybe the scent of some flowers. Maybe the scent of breakfast this morning, maybe toast, coffee. Just be aware. And in order to have a scent or to capture a scent, sometimes we need to breathe in a little differently than we do to just breathe. So take this moment to breathe in and try to capture whatever scent's in the air. Excuse me. Become aware of the sounds in your environment. The sound of my voice. Maybe the sound of your family or some pets. Sound of a clock, a refrigerator. And go beyond hearing to listening. When we listen, we can hear that which we didn't know was there. And as you're listening, be aware of the vibration and those sounds in your ear canals. Feel the fullness of those sounds in your ear canals. Allow yourself to feel what you're hearing. And your eyes are closed. But I want you to be aware of the last thing you saw before you close your eyes. I want you to be aware of the textures, the colors. Now I'd like you to go beyond that and be aware of the room you're sitting in. Be aware of what's in front of you in the room you're sitting in. If you're sitting outdoors, what's in front of you? Directly in the space in which you are outdoors. The colors, the textures. The space between you and that which is in front of you. If you have many things in front of you, then there's a difference in spaces, right? Be aware of that. Be aware of that perception of depth that you have, even with your eyes closed. Be aware of that discernment of color, shades of color. Be aware of the positioning and being able to discern where things are positioned. Now I'd like you to be aware of what's behind you. Take your time, please. Be aware of textures. Be aware of colors. Once again, the depth of distance. The depth perception of how far and how close each one is to you. The differences in shades of colors. If you're outside, were you able to capture the difference in colors in the leaves, or in the blades of grass, or in the petals of a flower? And now I'd like you to be aware of what's to your left. Once again, do the same thing. Become very, very involved in what's around you. Very aware of what's around you. Your environment. Each piece that's around you. Be aware of being able to see it. Your eyes are closed, but when they're open, be aware of being able to see these things. And because you can see them, you can also see them with your eyes closed. You know what that depth perception is. You know what those shades of color are, what the textures are visually. Of course, you know them because you can feel them, but visually you know them. And now I'd like you to know what's to your right. Take your time. This is your environment, your outer environment. Resting in the outer environment gives us a lot of clues as to our inner environment. Focusing on that we can see will help us to focus on that which we can't. Focusing on that which we can see, but focusing with our eyes closed will help us to focus on that which we can't see, but we can feel. As you're breathing in, I want you to be aware of that breath entering your body. And as you're breathing out, I want you to be aware of that breath leaving the body. Just observe it. You're bringing that outer environment within you. And you're sharing it as you're breathing out. You're offering it as you're breathing out. Be aware of that. And as you breathe in, become aware of that breath in, being nourishing, being a life source. Be aware of that breath in, being all around you, but also within you, that life source, that life force. So I'd like you to settle in the center of your chest. Visualize yourself as a small child sitting on a bench at the center of the chest. Your feet cannot touch anything. There is no ground to touch. They're just dangling, but very comfortable. You're sitting on a bench. Your hands are next to your body, supporting the back. And that small child sitting at the center of the chest is witnessing that which is happening in the body. In the space in which you're sitting, you can feel that breath coming in. You can feel it flowing past you and into the lungs. And as the breath is leaving, you can feel it coming past you and going out. Just be aware. To your left, your heart is beating. And what is making that heart beating? That life force, that life source. That is what's pushing that breath, that's making that breath happen. Be aware of that. Be aware of that energy all around you. Be aware of that energy within you as you're sitting at the center of your chest. Be aware of being one with that energy, with that prana. Be aware of prana being everywhere, in everything. Be aware of the space in which you are at the center of your chest. Be aware of the vibration of each cell. Be aware of the vibration around you and be aware of the vibration within you. Be aware of being. Sarvetra Sukhina Santu Sarve Santu Niramaya Sarve Patrani Pashantu Makashe Tukama Sahana Bhavatu Sahano Bhunatu Sahaviryam Karvavahe Tejasvina Namastu Ma Virvishavahi Shanti May every being be happy. May every being be free from all diseases. May every being feel and appear blissful. May there not be trace of sorrow within any being. Bless us so we may live together. We may be nourished together and learn the brilliance of this knowledge together, leading to self-unfoldment without any sense of pride, prejudice, or ego. May peace prevail along our bodies and our minds. May peace prevail throughout all the celestial bodies in the cosmos. And may peace prevail along our journey to self-realization. May peace prevail. Om Shanti. Excuse me. Keep your eyes closed, but bring your hands on your knees with your palms facing toward the sky. Fingers are extended, but relaxed. I'd like you to be aware of the center of your chest. We will be chanting Om 5 times. Om is A-U-M. Don't try to extend it. Don't try to control it. Just allow it to happen. And as you're starting that chant, become aware of it beginning at the center of the chest and reverberating and vibrating throughout your whole body and beyond. And I'd also like you to be aware of the crown of your head. Be aware of that space in the crown of the head in which we connect. And I'd like you to be aware of the 2 places in the center of the palms, receiving through the center of the palms. We'll be chanting Om 5 times. Take a deep breath in and we'll begin.
Without moving, just be aware of your palms. They may feel heavy. They feel like you're holding something, and you are. Once again, without moving, I want you to be aware of where in your body you need some extra care, some love. Maybe there's fatigue, maybe there's discomfort, maybe it's been denoted a disease, whatever it may be aware of it. If you find that your body is fine, but that your mind is just being rambunctious, then be aware of that space. And what I'd like you to do is place your bodies, whether it's on the body, or maybe if it's on the mind, if you have MS, for example, it's a good place to place the hands. If you have a cold or a bronchial issue going, place the hands in the chest. Whatever it is, if it's the monkey mind, then again, once again, place the hands on the head. Fingers are on the top, palms are on the hands are on the side. Don't press hard, just enough to feel that energy being transferred, to feel that safety that comes with giving yourself self-love and self-nurturing. Be very aware of being here for yourself. That prana that you are holding in your hands, being a vehicle for healing. Once you've transferred all the energy, bring it back into your lap. Bring your hands back into your lap. Right palm is holding the left hand. Both palms are facing toward the sky, and the thumbs are gently touching each other. Become aware of that space that you just placed your hands. It may feel warmer, it may feel lighter. Just observe. Breathe in. And as you're breathing out, mentally chant Om. Breathe in again. And as you're breathing out, become aware of where you are, the space in which you're sitting at this moment in time. Breathe in one more time. And as you're breathing out, let the breath begin at the crown of your head and flow through your body all the way down to your toes in gratitude, with love, and with compassion. Om Shanti. Namaste.
When you're ready, very slowly, very, very slowly, take your time and very gently open your eyes and extend your legs. What you're going to find, very interesting, it depends on how we fold our legs, right? It's just how much the legs have gone to sleep. Pins and needles in the feet, throughout the ankles. It's all good. Let them wake up. Be aware of the space in which you're sitting. As you had your eyes closed, you were aware of the environment, right? Each piece in that room, each piece of furniture, each picture, each painting that's hanging, each piece of furniture, each picture, photo has a meaning and carries an energy. If you, after class, walk around and see something and think, maybe I don't like that as much as I thought I did. Or as I was noticing that that's there, I'm not sure that I want that there. You can always take it out temporarily and see how you feel once it's out. Everything around us has a vibration, and everything around us emits something in us. So be aware of that, because especially now that we're having to spend a lot of time at home, try not to be surrounded by things you don't like. It's very important that you be surrounded by things that lift you and that you do like, and that give you a feeling, a good feeling, because it's important that right now, for healing, for wellness, that as much of what we have around us do that for us. It's a form of medicine in a way. Think of it that way. Maybe there's sentimental value, but if somebody gave it to you, well, yeah. If it's not serving you now, then the sentiment's gone. Like I said, you don't have to get rid of it. Just take it aside for a while and see what happens. Okay, now that the feet are awake, let me move Belvedere out of the way. I want you to keep the feet extended. And I want you to focus. We're not going to be doing the toes right now, but we are going to be focusing on the knees. I want you to be aware of your knees. And I want you to be aware of the muscles that are around the knees. So I'm going to ask you to tense up this area and tense up this area, the area that's around your knee. But I'm going to ask you to keep the feet relaxed. For some of us, it's like, wait, they won't relax. They will relax. Trust me. You just need to determine that they're going to be relaxed, okay? Because they're going to want to be as stiff as the rest of the leg. And try to keep the lower back relaxed. I want you to focus just on the knee area. In the lymphatic system, we have lymph nodes and all of it runs through the legs. And the knees, the back of the knees is huge in the lymphatic system, around the knees. So it's important that we get a different kind of movement than we get necessarily just walking sometimes. So what I'd like you to do is let your back rest. So use your arms so you can rest the back. Don't lean too far back. I want you to be up straight, but let the back rest. Fingers are pointing away from you. Legs are relaxed. What I'm going to ask you to do is to tighten the muscles below and around the knees. But let's do one knee at a time. So I'd like you to focus on your left knee. You can close your eyes so you can feel what's happening even better. But otherwise, that's okay. And we'll be counting it out. Normally I don't count, but it's important. I want you to hold that knee and tighten that for a count of 5. If you do it without me, you can do it for a count of 10, but we'll do it for 5. So let's begin with the left knee. If you can close your eyes, do so. And I'd like you to now tighten the area around the left knee. So that means you will be feeling tightening behind the knee. You will be feeling tightening around the knee. I don't want you to tighten the toes. Make sure the toes are loose, and we'll count to 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and release it. We'll do it again. Tighten the knee. Make sure the foot is loose. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and relax it. Make sure the right foot is relaxed too. One more time. Tighten the knee. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Release it. We'll be doing it 2 more times. We're going to do a total of 5 times. Tighten the knee. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and release it. This last time, make sure the foot isn't engaged, okay? The foot has to be relaxed. Just focusing on that left knee. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and relax it. Okay. So now we'll do the right knee. And I want you to be aware of what's going to be happening. I don't want to plant any seeds, but it's very interesting. The left foot is going to want to be engaged. And don't let it. The left foot is on its own. We're only using the right knee. Make sure both feet are relaxed. And we'll begin. Tighten the right knee. Become aware of the right foot being relaxed, not engaged at all. Your right thigh is engaged. Feel the back of the knee is engaged, right? And your shin. And we begin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and release it. Once again, tighten the right knee. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and release it. Make sure you're not tightening your foot. Again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and release it. 2 more times. Tighten it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and release it. One more time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and release it. Okay. So we did one knee at a time. Now we're going to do them together. The feet don't have to come together. I mean, they don't need to touch each other, but be next to each other. Become aware of both legs. Become aware of both feet. Become aware of both feet being relaxed. Please make sure the feet are relaxed. And now tighten both knees. Again, focus on the feet being relaxed. And we begin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and release it. Once again, tighten them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and release them. Again, tighten them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and release them. One more time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and release them. And then, yeah, one more time. Tighten them. 1, 2, 3, and we'll do a count of 10. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And release them. Point your toes away from you. Wiggle the toes. Keep your eyes closed. Be aware of what's happening in your knees. You may be feeling as if something is being released in the knees, and that's good. That's what you want. You want to feel the release. You want to feel things flowing there. And slowly and gently, open your eyes. This is really good if you have bad knees, meaning if you need the muscles around the knees to get stronger and to support the knees. Also, you're stimulating the back of the knee when you do that, and that's essential. We don't necessarily stimulate the back of the knee, but when we do this, we do. So that's what we want, so so lymphatic fluid flows freely. When we're walking, that happens a lot, but if we're not getting a lot of exercise, it's not happening the way it normally does. Okay, and it's important. The knees are important. Okay, bring your feet to your groin region, please. And interlace your fingers over your toes. Keep your arms straight. Keeping the arms straight ensures that the back stays straight. You don't want to hunch your back. You want the back to be straight when you're doing these any asana, really, unless I ask you to curve your spine, right? But otherwise, the flow of prana, the flow of that breath, is much more spontaneous and free when the back is straight. All right. As we breathe in, we bring the knees up. Coordinate with your breath. And as we breathe out, the knees come down. As close to the ground as you can. Breathing in, the knees come up. And breathing out, the knees go down. Try to keep your feet as close to your groin as you can. You'll want to kind of get away from you. Breathing in, come up. And breathing out, we go down. Breathing in, come up. And breathing out, go down. Try to bring the knees as close to the ground as you can. Continue to do this at your own pace with your own breath. Honor your body. Take what the body gives you. Take what the breath gives you. Just let yourself flow. The moment we're flowing, things tend to become easier because we're not trying to fight the tide. So just flow with what the body gives you. Do 2 more, please. Opening the hips helps us to open up emotionally. So this is a beautiful posture for that reason. And it's also a very grounding posture. All right. Stay in this position, relax the legs, keep the eyes closed. Be aware of what's happening in your hips, specifically your hip sockets. Be aware of what's happening in your pelvic area. And be aware of what's happening through the legs. Slowly and gently release the feet. Extend the legs. We'll be addressing the back. Remember, the back is also the nervous system. So the back isn't just the back. Much of the nervous system is along the back. So we need to keep that back healthy. If you haven't done so already, if you came late, grab a towel, and I'll wait for you. Grab a towel, a bath towel or a beach towel. This is a beach towel, but it's a thin beach towel. So what you want is a towel that'll roll up and be about the size of my palm. You don't want it to be too big because if the circumference is too big, it's just too much. You want it to be neither too big nor too small. So again, it'll be about the size of my palm. So if you have nice, luscious towels, make it just a bath towel, not a beach towel, okay? If they're thin, then you can do the beach towel. roll it, and if you have a hair tie, you can just put it around it like I did. I put one on each side. If you don't have one handy, don't worry. Just roll it tight though. And we'll be using it in a minute, but I just don't want to interrupt our backflow and having you have to get up and get it. So I'll give you a couple more seconds to roll it and get it if you needed to go get it. And I'll talk about the posture. This posture that we're going to be doing is, it's beautiful. It's a beautiful posture. If you find that initially having the towel under your back is too much, you can do it without the towel. But try to work yourself up to using the towel because it's a very, very beneficial posture for your spine. And again, remember, the spine is, we need to keep that spine healthy as we possibly can. And this will actually help you very much. Okay, so hopefully you've gotten your towel already and you're gonna lie down on your back, please. Lie in Shavasana, in corpse pose, palms to the sky, feet are separated, legs are separated, the feet are separated, maybe a foot, 2 feet apart, whatever's comfortable. And remember, every day is different. So if yesterday comfortable was the feet were a little bit more together and today they're a little farther apart, that's good. It's okay. Everything changes. We're ever changing. So it's a good thing. Your arms are next to you, but not touching your body. Excuse me. And I'd like you to repeat after me. I am whole. I am full. I am total. I'm complete. I am perfect. I am Purnam. I am Sunyam in Purnam. I'm rich in the knowledge. I'm beautiful the way I am. I am a divine being. I am a divine being. I am a divine being. Allow those words to settle into every cell in your body. Bring the soles of the feet together. Make a diamond of your legs. Bring your arms to the side so that you're in a T. Arms at the side. And now bend your elbows. So your elbows are in line with your shoulders. They're at shoulder height. Your fingers are pointing toward the sky because the elbows are bent. And now bring the arms down so that the backs of your hands are on the ground and your palms are facing toward the sky. If you're having a hard time visualizing, you can look at me so you can see how to do it. I'd like you to stay in this position and try to relax. Be aware of opening your space. Space in the chest, space through the hips, space through the shoulders. Do the best that you can. And just be. If you find that your back starts to hurt, lift the knees up
Bring the feet to the edges of your mat, only if you find your back is hurting. Otherwise, stay where you are. And bring the knees together. So remember, discomfort's okay, pain isn't. So you're basically in the opposite position of what you were in, if your knees are up and the knees together. Take this time to listen to your body. Take this time to talk to your body. Let it be a conversation, a friendship, a conversation of love, and a conversation of compassion and gratitude. Slowly and gently, lift the knees up if you haven't done so already. Bring the feet to the sides of your mat. Interlace your fingers under your head and bring your knees toward each other. And just stay here for a moment. Visualize that you're lying on the beach. The sun is shining. Breeze is blowing over your body. The sun is on the left side of you, so it's shining more so on the left side of your face. Listen to the waves as they come down onto the shore. Listen to the seabirds, the seagulls. Become aware of being one with the elements around you. Raise the knees up. And as you're breathing out, take the knees to the left, all the way down. And stay at the ocean. Become aware of flowing with all the elements around you. As you breathe out, take your face to the right. Be aware of the breeze on your body. The sun is shining, but you're not hot because this breeze is blowing so beautifully across your body, across your toes and your feet. Bring your face back to center, raise the knees up. And as you're breathing out, take the knees to the right, all the way down. And once again, be aware of just being, flowing, letting the body just relax. Breathing out, turn your face to the left. Now your face is toward the sun. Your eyes are closed, but you can hear the ocean. You can hear the birds. Feel the breeze on your face. Flowing, being one with all the elements around you. Bring the knees back up, bring the face back to center first, I'm sorry. And now bring the knees back up. Bring the knees together. Just rest for a moment. Be aware of how lovely it is to make the space for the body to just rest mindfully in a state of relaxation. Nothing to become, no goal to achieve, just allowing the body to be. Extend the legs. Keep your arms where they are. Keep your hands where they are. Be aware of the difference in the back now from when you had the legs bent to this moment in time. Just be aware of it. All right, bend the knees again. Bring the knees to your chest. Your fingers are still interlaced under your head. You've got a nice pillow under your head. Breathe in, and as you're breathing out, take the knees to the right, all the way down. If the left elbow lifts, it's okay, let it lift. It just means that you have some stiffness in your back. That's why we're doing this. Let the knees relax, let the feet relax. Try to keep the knees bent and as close to your body as you can. Once the body's relaxed, turn your face to the left. I want you to observe what's happening as you turn the face to the left. Feel the pull through the left part of your chest. Feel the pull in the armpit. It's beautiful. Be aware of what's happening in your body. That nice pull throughout the left armpit. Is energizing that area. It's making things move in that area. Anything that's stagnant there is no longer stagnant. It's being given the signal to move. And that's good. Breathing in, bring your face back to center. Raise the knees up. Don't bring the feet on the ground. And as you're breathing out, take the knees to the left, all the way down. Your right elbow may lift, and that's okay. But make sure that left knee is all the way down. Relax the knees, relax the feet. Make sure the body's relaxed. There's nothing to hold on to. Relax the hips, relax your stomach. And once that's happened and everything's relaxed, turn your head to the right as you're breathing out. And observe what happens in your right armpit. Observe what happens to the right part of your chest. That pull through the right armpit forces that energy to move through there, forces any stagnation to become active, any blockages to be broken up. Stimulating that lymphatic system. Making it difficult for calcification to settle. Just observe how beautifully the body can take care of itself. Slowly and gently move your face back to center and raise the knees up. And bring the feet back down on the ground. All right. Bring your left foot onto your right thigh, so just above the knee. So your ankle is sitting just above the knee on the right thigh. Let go of your hands. Bring your right knee toward your body and bring the left hand in between the legs. Push the left knee out as if you're trying to push it away from your body. You feel the hip as it opens up a little bit, and use your hands. You can either hold your right leg behind your thigh, or you can hold it at the shin and bring that right leg toward you, toward the chest. This is a very beautiful pull for your sciatica. Try to relax the body, extend the neck. So how do you extend the neck? You bring the chin toward the chest. You're not going to touch the chest. I just want you to bring the chin toward the chest and feel the pull through the back of the neck. And what you're doing there is straightening the neck, making space between the vertebrae. Slowly and gently release the leg, bring it back down, bring the right foot on the ground. Extend the arms next to you so that you're in a T, palms facing down. Breathe in. And as you're breathing out, bring the right knee onto the ground. The knee is bent. And that left foot on the ground. If you're having a hard time visualizing what I'm saying, you can watch me. So your right knee is bent. Your left foot is on your right thigh above your knee. And now you're going to bring the knee with the foot on the thigh toward the right. You're just bringing that right knee down to the ground. And what happens is the sole of the left foot touches the ground. So the left knee is pointing toward the sky. The right knee is bent and it's on the ground. And the sole of the left foot is on the ground. This is a nice pull for your psoas. And just try to relax. Put a smile on your face. That'll help the body relax. Relax your stomach. Just let go. Relax the shoulders. And now you can use your arm, your hands for leverage to push down a little bit. Bring that knee up. Take your time. Please remember, anytime we're doing anything with the back, you do it gently and you do it slowly. Bring the left foot down on the ground. So now both knees are bent. Now you're going to take the right foot and put it on your left thigh, just above the left knee. Take that right knee and pull it away from you. Push it away so that the right knee is trying to get away from the body. And now bring the left knee toward you. So hold on to the left leg either behind the thigh or at the shin under the knee. And bring it toward the body. Once again, nice pull of the sciatica. And try to stay here. Check in on your neck. If you find that you're constricting the neck, all you have to do is bring your chin toward your chest, and that'll stretch the neck out. And relax. Relax the neck. Keep your hands on your knees. Don't relax the legs. You're pulling them toward you, making a nice gentle pull of the sciatica. Relax the hips. Relax the stomach. Let go of the leg and bring the left foot on the ground. Keeping the right ankle on the left thigh. Bring your arms at your side, making a T, palms facing down. So now what we're going to do is the same thing we did before, but on the left side. So keeping the right ankle on the left leg, you're going to bring that left knee onto the ground on the left side, all the way down. So the knee is going to go on the ground. The sole of the right foot is going to go on the ground. Try to relax the body. Your arms are outstretched in a T and the palms are facing down. Your shoulders are relaxed. Your feet are relaxed. Wiggle your toes. Make sure the feet are relaxed. Do a nice exhalation. Make sure the stomach is relaxed. Observe you relax your stomach and the shoulders right away want to relax. Observe what's happening in your body. It's a very beautiful process. Be aware that the body is cooperating. Be aware of how fortunate we are that the body is cooperating. Now, plant your hands, and you can use your arms for leverage as you bring that left knee up. Try not to use your back very much. Just going to roll over onto the right. Bring that left foot on, the right foot onto the ground. Bring both knees toward your chest and hug them. Gently, very, very gently. Just a gentle rock from side to side. Very, very gentle and very subtle. Right to left. But please don't make it a big rock. You just want the spine to feel it on the right side. Let it feel it in the middle. And feel it on the left side. Come back to center. Bring the feet on the ground. And extend your legs. Arms are at your side. Palms are facing the sky. You're in Shavasana at this moment. So what you're going to do, let the back rest for a few moments. I want you to grab your towel. If it's near you, just take a hold of it. If it's not, you can sit up, turn to your right side, and then push yourself up and sit up and get your towel that you rolled up. If you don't have the towel with you, and it's going to be a hassle getting it, then you can do it without the towel. And next time we'll do it with the towel. And we'll do this again next time, okay? So if you want, be prepared for it next time. If you find that this is too much for you, then don't use the towel. Just allow yourself to lie in the position that I'm going to ask you to. But try to do the towel. Initially, it might be uncomfortable, but you're going to find that as you settle there and relax, the discomfort starts fading away. So observe what I'm going to do. This is easy. If you have a lot of back pain, this is the easiest way to do it. So you roll onto your side and you place this towel along your back, right? So that it's centered directly behind the belly button. And then you're going to roll back onto it. So you're basically rolling onto the towel. But what's going to happen is you're going to have more on one side than the other. So you're going to just lift the hips up just a little bit and place it in the middle and then bring the spine back down, okay? So if you're not doing it yet, please do this. Make sure that the towel is behind the belly button and that your hips are resting on the ground. Your arms at your side. Legs are extended. So you have this towel behind your belly button. So separate the feet so that they are literally 1 foot apart, so that when you bring the toes toward the center, the big toes can touch, okay? So you're placing the feet. So make sure you've got the right placement of the feet so that the toes touch in the middle. Don't make it too comfortable for yourself. You want make it a little bit of a stretch, okay? Now, release the feet, but keep the heels where they are. That's the position of your heels. Raise your arms up, straight up toward the sky. The little fingers are touching each other. So the palms are actually facing toward you, right? Toward your face, meaning they're not facing away from you. They're not facing toward the feet. They're facing toward you. The little fingers are touching each other. We breathe in here. And as we breathe out, we bring the big toes toward each other and we bring the arms overhead onto the ground and all the way down. If you keep the arms straight, that would be best. Still keeping the little fingers touching each other and the toes touching each other. Your pelvic area is tilting forward. There's a nice tilt, and the towel is helping it to tilt. Again, if you find this uncomfortable, it's okay. It is supposed to be uncomfortable initially. It's a kind of an awkward position. If you have a lot of pain doing this, then please back out. And don't make such an exaggerated position with the feet. As you're breathing in, bring the hands up and release the toes. Now is a good time. If you find pain, please take the towel out from under your back. If it's the same pain that you've been having, then just leave it there. Believe it or not, I like to sit in this position for 10 minutes and I really enjoy it. So eventually what happens is you start enjoying this position already. We're going to do it one more time. Breathe in. And as you're breathing out, bring the big toes toward each other and bring the arms overhead, palms on the ground. Keep the arms straight. Try to keep your legs as close to the ground as you get them. If you get a cramp in your feet, back out in the opposite direction and then bring the feet toward each other again. Observe what's happening. The pelvic area tilts forward. So you're opening the vertebra. You're making space on the inside of the back, in the lower back, specifically the lower back, your lumbar region. This is a beautiful posture for the lumbar region. If you do this every day, if you can stay in this position, work yourself up to 5 minutes a day, you're going to find an amazing result for the back. What will also happen is the fringe benefit is that it'll flatten the stomach area. Breathing in, bring the hands up, relax the feet, and bring your arms at your side. Lie here for a moment with a towel under you. And now, shift to your right. Just roll onto your right side. Pull the towel out. And lie down on your back without the towel in Shavasana. You might feel that the curvature of the spine is a little more accentuated now than before. And that's what you want. You want that area to have that C, right? We have 3 C's in our spine, and that's one of them. So we're helping that to regenerate that lumbar region where there's always that push down from sitting and that pressure Now we've opened it up and made some space for it. We'll be doing Yoga Nidra. So if you need a blanket, please go get your blanket, but make sure you roll onto your side and sit up very gently and very slowly to do that. No jerky movements, no quick movements. Anytime you're working with the spine, everything has to be gentle and slow. Lie in Shavasana with your head toward the computer or your iPad or your phone. Whatever you're watching me on, please put your head toward that so that you receive whatever I'm giving you through the crown of your head. So that you connect with my energy through the crown of your head. You're lying in Shavasana. Corpse pose. Try to lie as still as you can. Try not to move during this process. What you're going to find happening is now that I've told you not to move, things are going to start itching. Things are going to start twitching. Ignore it. That's the mind saying, wait, you don't want me to move, but I really want to move now. So just let it go. What'll happen is it'll pass. So just observe that need maybe that you're going to feel. There's no need. It's just the mind playing tricks. Your feet are a foot, 2 feet apart, whatever's comfortable for you. Your arms are at your side, palms facing the sky. And your body's completely relaxed. Become aware of your breath as you're breathing in and as you're breathing out. Observe it. As you're breathing in, your stomach rises. That's the way your body wants to breathe. And as you're breathing out, your stomach goes down. It deflates. And just observe it. Don't try to make it happen. Just observe it. Once you relax the body, this is what the body does. The body knows. And this is the way the body wants us to breathe all the time. We will be using mudras today. We will be guiding energy with the mudra, as well as chanting and focusing on certain parts of the body. So Yoga Nidra will be a little interactive today. I'd like you to bring the tip of your index finger and your thumb in contact with each other. The other 3 fingers are extended and the palms are facing down. That is the first mudra. The second mudra, you will be curling your fingers toward your palm. So the index finger and the thumb are still gently touching each other, but the other 3 fingers are curled toward your palm, and the palms are facing down. That's the second mudra. The third mudra, you're going to bring the thumb into your palm and the 4 fingers over your thumb, and the palms are facing down. And then we'll be ending the 4th mudra. The palms are going to be facing up, index finger and thumb gently touching each other, 3 fingers extended in Gnan Mudra, palms facing toward the sky. So we'll begin with the first mudra. And we will be separating the body into 3 pieces, basically, from the hips to the toes, from the hips to the shoulders, and from the shoulders to the crown of the head. We'll be addressing the hips to the toes first, and then working our way up the body. So at this time, I'd like you to do the first mudra. Take the index finger and the thumb, gently touching each other. The other 3 fingers are extended, and the palms are facing down. We'll be addressing from the hips to the toes, and we will be chanting. Please chant out loud. And we will be chanting, ah. We will be doing this 3 times. I will guide you. All righty, let's begin. Breathe in, and we'll be chanting, ah. Breathe in. Ah.
Breathe in. Breathe in. Become aware of the vibration settling from the hips to the toes, the feet, the ankles, the knees. Be aware of the vibration settling in the knees, in the hip sockets. Now take the 3 fingers that are extended and curl them toward the palms. Keep the index finger and the thumb gently touching each other and the palms facing down. We will be addressing from the hips to the shoulders. And the mantra is, oh, breathe in. Breathe in. Breathe in. Become aware of the vibrations settling in the stomach area, the heart, the lungs, your bronchial passages, your arms, your hands, your fingers. Now I'd like you to bring the thumb inside, 4 fingers over, palms facing down. We'll be addressing from the base of the neck, from the shoulders to the crown of the head. And the mantra is, you bring your lips together and make the sound as if it were a bee. Breathe in. Breathe in. Breathe in. Now turn your palms toward the sky. Index finger and thumb gently touching each other, 3 fingers extended. Be aware of the vibration in the brain, in your eyes, your thyroid, ears, your nose. Palms are facing the sky. We'll be addressing from the toes to the crown of the head. The mantra is, Om. Breathe in. Om. Breathe in. Om. Breathe in. Om. Be aware of the energy flowing. Every cell in the body vibrating. Every cell in the body alive. Be aware of sending a signal of healing The intention being one of balance, harmony, and ease. Om. Purnamada Purnameda Purnamudachyate Purnamadaya Purnameva Vasishate Om. Shanti. Shanti. Become aware of your breath as you're breathing in and as you're breathing out. Point your toes away from you and let them go. Make a fist of your hands and hold them tight and let them go. Bring your right arm overhead on the ground. Please don't get up yet. And turn onto your right side. Let your head rest on your upper arm. Bend the left knee and bring it in front of you on the ground. So the right leg is extended, the left knee is bent. And bring your right hand on the ground in front of you as well. Become aware of being kind to your body. Become aware of having a relationship and a friendship with the body. Let that relationship be kind. Let that relationship be compassionate. And let it be open. Let it talk. Let it express. Listen to what the body's telling you. Slowly and gently, use your arms, please. Don't use your back. And sit up facing me with your eyes closed. Bring your hands in your lap. Right palm holding the left hand. Both palms facing toward the sky. And the thumbs gently touching each other. Keep your eyes closed. Breathe in. And as you're breathing out, mentally chant Om. Put your mind where your heart is. Put your heart where your mind is. Let that be what guides you. Om Shanti. Namaste.